So hi all, welcome to another video, and here we are going to discuss another question that is related to finding the second largest number in a given array. So here you could see that the question is, given the participant score sheet for your university sports day, you are required to find the runner-up score. Runner-up score means the second largest number. You are given n score, store them in a list and find the score of the runner-up. So input format, the first line will read the numbers, and the second line we are reading the array. So here you could see that in a coding area these two statements will be given. So you could see n equal to int of input of first line will read the number of score, second line we are entering the array. In the sample output you could see that the second line we are entering the array with a space in between. So with that space you will be splitting it and mapping it to an integer to indicate that what we have entered is an integer. And you could see that it is not made as a list, so you could make list of method to convert it to an array. Now you could see there is a condition for in, that is 2 less than or equal to n less than or equal to 10. So you have to apply that condition here. And n less than or equal to 10. Okay, after that you have to find the second largest number. To find the second largest number, you have to find the maximum value, that is the largest one. You could find the largest one using max of as a built-in function in Python. Here you could find the maximum value, so n equal to max of array. Then you have given another condition, minus 100 each element. That means for let's do a method for I in array, which means it will take each element. Before that you have to initialize the second largest element that we are assigning to m2. m2 is 0. If I is greater than m2 and I not equal to n, that means it should not be the largest number, then you could write I equal m2 equal to I. Okay, after that let's print of m2. Let's run the code, and you could see we have passed the sample code. Let's check whether we have passed all the hidden test cases. You could see that we haven't passed the hidden test case, and you could see that we're having various test cases. You could just unlock the test case to find the answer. Okay, the thing is we have passed the test case only for positive numbers and we have failed the test case for negative numbers. Okay, so in competitive coding you cannot unlock the test cases. Only in this coding in HackerRank or some platforms where we could practice coding, you could unlock the hidden test cases. So here you could see that for negative numbers we are not getting the correct answer. To avoid that, let's again split this into negative or positive. Before that we have one more condition to apply. This is the condition, that is minus 100 less than or equal to a of I less than or equal to 100. Okay, just put it here. If minus 100 less than or equal to I, and we could put I less than or equal to 0. Okay, let's put like that. And in this case for negative numbers we have to again apply condition. If I less than, for negative numbers we have to write it like I is less than 0. Okay, let's make this 100 itself. Okay, so for negative numbers I is less than 0 and I is not equal to m. At that time let's assign I to m2 and the other case. Just check the code whether we are able to satisfy the sample test cases. So we have done with the sample test cases, and we also done with the hidden test cases. So with this we could see that we have passed the hidden test cases too. So here what we have to remember is whenever some sort of a conditions are given, just apply those conditions. And whenever we are like sample test cases will be the sample outputs that will be given along with the question. There are certain hidden test cases that we must satisfy. So since the competitive questions, competitive platform like Xtreme will not be able to find what are the hidden test cases. At that time, you have to think about the various situations that various inputs, possible inputs that can be applied. Based on that, you have to check whether our code satisfies or gives the desired output. So here our problem was with negative numbers, that is the code that we have written earlier, that was not able to satisfy the condition for with the negative numbers. But now we have written a code that satisfied the negative numbers. So here we have like the thing is like we have to read the question, we have to understand what are the inputs, what are the required outputs. So each line of input we have to specify, it has been specified, and you have to check that like the first line contains n, so that is n equal to end of input of second line. With entering the second line, you could read the number of, that is the array numbers. So we have to put that into a list, so we have to make that into a list using list of method. Now this max of is a method using which you could find the maximum value, that is the built-in function in Python. We are setting m2 as 0, then we are taking each element, then this condition, let us minus 100 to 100 is being given in the question. That is why we have specified that, and in that too we have to look for negative numbers and positive numbers. So if it is a negative number, we have to assign it. If it is a positive number, even though if we have if we got a negative number and then a positive number, automatically that negative number will be replaced by that positive number. Okay, so that means I will be greater than that, like positive number will be greater than that negative number. So with that it will be that negative number will be replaced by the upcoming positive number. If not, the negative number will stay in m2, so thereby you could print m2. So this is all about this question, and thank you.